Howdy, howdy, and how do you do? Welcome back. I just wanted to apologize. I feel like the last few videos that we've put out haven't really been or felt like me in any way. I don't know if you guys picked up on that, but I was on a walk with Miss Oakley. Oakley's my pup hound. She's the profile pic of this channel if you haven't seen. But I was just walking with her, and I had some music in, just walking around. And that's usually whenever I do just some thinks about things I need to do, things that I've been procrastinating to do, and other stuff that just, I don't know, it's my thinking time. And I often use the gym as my thinking time as well. But I've been kind of slacking on the gym just a little bit. I blame that on, I don't know. Once I find out what I want to blame it on, I will let you know what I'm going to put that blame, but it can't be on me, right? It's not my fault I haven't been going to the gym. It's something else's fault. I do like Ouroboros. I think we'll just remove all orbs. An early Ouroboros, I think so. But yeah, it feels like the last few videos kind of seemed a little missing. Something was just missing. And I think it was just me a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit just... What are you doing, Oakley? Oh, her ball. I think it was just me being... I don't know why we're going to the shop. Just me being me. I tend to, like... I don't know. Procrastinate on things. I kind of... I don't know, I go through lulls. I'm sure many people probably do go through lulls. And I feel like I'm just going through a little bit of a lull period. But I feel like once I get out, get some sunshine, I've been walking Oakley every single day, of course, but I feel like I haven't really had a chance to sit back and think about what I'm wanting to do, what I'm doing, or like a little bit more of an audit, a daily audit of what I'm doing, where I want to be, what I want to do. And I feel like I haven't been doing that. I've been, I guess, procrastinating on my well-being is one way to say it. And I don't consider it well-being. It's not like I'm neglecting anything. Oakley's still doing everything she wants to do. I'm still doing things I want to do. I'm still love what I do for a living, for work. And then I thoroughly enjoy making videos. It's just... I feel like I got lazy with it, and I think it happens. There's those periods where you kind of feel like it's a chore sometimes. Granted, I only feel like, and now this is something that you can take back if you're wanting to start a channel, it only feels like a chore before you actually do it. So if I'm sitting there thinking, oh, I need to make a video, then it feels like a chore whenever I'm actually trying to make the video. I mean, not trying to make the video. Whenever I'm preparing myself to make a video, it feels like it's a chore, just going through the motions. Then once I actually hit play and I start talking, I start playing the game. I remember why we started the channel in the first place, the joy that we have playing it. I thoroughly enjoy talking with you guys, even though I haven't streamed in so long, and I think that's part of it. That's part of the lull. Sometimes I have the opportunity to stream, but I just don't take advantage of it. I don't take advantage of the time. I don't use it efficiently. Instead, I'm playing on my phone, or I don't know, I'm doing something not productive in any way. Granted, some people say playing video games is not productive, but I think the communication aspect, where I get to meet you all, talk with you all a little bit more in person, like more conversationally, instead of like in the comment section where it's once you leave a comment, I respond. Like honestly, I'm way behind on that. So I was going to say a day later, but no, I'm way behind on comments too. And it's just, I'm getting back into it a little bit, putting the heart back there, making us who we are as a community And yeah, that's one thing that I did want to talk about, or at least bring to your attention. If you've noticed something is off, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll do my best, especially if there's something specific that you've noticed seemed a little bit off. Please let me know in the comment section, because I don't want to miss anything or change something that you guys thoroughly enjoyed with it. But we are kind of more, yeah, we play games, but we're a little bit more of like a, not a podcast by any means, but we're more of a conversation-based channel. It's not, I'm not really good at video games. I play roguelikes and stuff like that just because I enjoy roguelikes, and it's something that I can actively keep my brain active. I can talk with you through it, talk about my decisions, keep the conversations going, and it's something that isn't too taxing, doesn't take too much of my focus. Like a lot of YouTube channels, whenever you first start, you play like those popular what is it? Is that what they're called? I don't know. The Call of Duties, the Fortnites, the Counter-Strikes, the Valorants, the games like that. I forgot what they're called. Those big developer games. A lot of people start their channels with those, and whenever you're playing, it's hard to like have those conversations or like talk as you're playing. You have all your focus because it's so heavily competitive, which I thoroughly and love. I love competitive games so much. But whenever it comes to like a channel, I don't think I can bring the quality to it as I'm playing those games, because the quality being like the quality of conversations. Because honestly, I didn't start a YouTube channel because I'm good at video games by any means. I started it because I wanted to just talk and share my thoughts. A good place where I can share my thoughts with other people. It's like a conglomerate. You guys can fill in, give me your opinions. It helps me personally kind of round out my thoughts and rounds out my brain a little bit, my thinking, because without it, I'm kind of fixed in one little thought process. I have my thought process. No one else's, just mine. And so I apply all my thoughts to that, like decision making, especially in Peglin. So many people chime in with different ways to utilize different things, or in Binding of Isaac. And that's what I wanted to do, not necessarily because if you've been watching this channel, I'm not the greatest at games by any means. I'm not going to be the guy that is going to drop 40 kills in a Warzone game and then post it here and say, use Camwin code on G Fuel next time you order, or what other ads do they do? It's G Fuel. I was going to say Coinbase, but we all know where that went. Oh, I haven't really heard this one in a while, but Raid Shadow Legends. That wasn't really a Call of Duty one, was it? That was more of this, like conversation-based, not necessarily too skill-intensive video games. Well, I guess skill-intensive. I would say Binding of Isaac, Slay the Spire. They're pretty skill-oriented, aren't they? You got to think of what you're going to do. Little strategy. I love strategy games. The game that I've been playing right now, I don't put it on. I used to put it on this channel, and it just gives me a little bit more anxiety playing like competitive strategy games, because I want to do good and I don't like losing in competitive strategy games, because every time I go into it, which this isn't the proper mindset, especially whenever you're playing a competitive game, but I always go into the mindset, this person's better than me, so how am I going to get better during this game? Or how am I going to beat them or outmatch them during it? And it's not the right way to think whenever you're doing a strategy competitive game. You're supposed to think with confidence and go in that way, but that's not how I'm wired, I guess. I go in with the stress of it all, like, okay, this guy's better than me, I gotta play better. I gotta play better than I've ever played before. I gotta micro, and the game that I was referring towards, I don't know if I even said it, it was Age of Empires 4, which I played that game, well, I play that game a lot, and I usually play it with friends, and I wouldn't mind putting some of those videos if I ever just hit record while we're playing it on this channel, but none of them know I have a channel, and I kind of feel weird recording them without them knowing, so, and then uploading it to where they're on YouTube without them really knowing. I don't like that idea, and I know the easy fix is just tell them and then upload them. Let's hear how you communicate with other people. My communication skills, I'd say it's fairly well, but whenever I'm playing a game, especially a strategy game, kind of like what I was, this is on topic, I guess, I get distracted. I get tunnel vision. I'm focused on one thing, and that's how I'm playing, how I'm doing, how I'm going to win, and that is all I'm focused on. So people could be talking to me and I'm half listening because I'm too focused in on what I need to be doing and how to win. So that is my fallacy, just so you all know. So you're aware of my fallacies. I think we want to go left, and then go this route. Because what are the odds we're gonna have the piercing fight? Oh, okay, thank you. Oh my gosh, I accidentally clicked again. We'll just go right. Blind is fine. We didn't need Gardener's Glove necessarily. All these fights that require pierce is something else, man. It's usually what happens whenever we grab an early Ouroboros. It gives us a match that requires pierce, or a bunch of fights that require pierce, and not give us any way to combat that, but that's okay, we're doing fine either way. But I digress. That was kind of the main topic of what I wanted to discuss. Was my apologies on being a little bit weird here recently. Maybe you guys haven't even noticed, which is good, I guess, if you didn't notice, but that means I'm really good at what I do, right? You know, but thank you again for staying with us throughout the thick and thin. We continue on, and like I said, we are more of like a commentary talk channel, so maybe one day, do we want to duplicate the Ouroboros? Do we want to duplicate the Ouroboros? I guess let's just duplicate it and call it good. It'll be better for the wall, I suppose. Supposeth. At least we have tactical treat, so these refreshes can't really hide from us too well. Takes you out, you get eaten, and then, oh, I was hoping for a crit up top, but that's fine. A lot of refreshes going off is going to really help this refresher course, which is nice. I guess that was a nice thing that I didn't really plan for, but it happens. But yes, yes indeed. And I was walking with Oakley today. Another thing that kind of crossed my mind. I was thinking, do you know how cool it would be, or how nice it would be if I had like a reality show? I mean, everyone says this, but a reality show, or at least like a camera or a recorder or something that can just record all my thoughts that I have, to where I can share it, my thought process, what crossed my mind. Because on my walks, things go through my mind all the time. All orbs get +0, +4, but board contains 1 less refresh. Crits refresh, so I think that's fine to do. Which, also thinking that it would probably be very boring. That's why a lot of reality shows are scripted, because in reality, everyone's life is kind of boring. There's a lot of boring times in everyone's life. It can't be just exciting stuff constantly, because then you're just exhausted. There's just no way. So there would be a lot of boring things, or a lot of me just getting so annoyed with Miss Oakley because she barks at every living creature, not every living creature, but every dog that is outside. And oh, if there's a squirrel, ooh, she's gonna get that squirrel. We left the windows open. My wife was here still in the apartment cooking. We live on the 3rd floor, the top floor. And she was still in the apartment cooking. And I just went to the gym and I was coming back. And I know we left the windows open. And so I was going to walk over and yell for Oakley from down below. And as I was walking over, I'm like, man, that screen looks like it's blowing in the wind. And the closer I get, closer it looks like there's like claw marks through it. I'm like, is that claw marks, like holes in the screen door? I mean, in the screen, window screen? Or is that like bird poop where they like poop on it? Because I mean, birds poop on these windows all the time. Because there's a big old pond or lake thing that's out in front of this. It's a very nice apartment. I can't afford it. That's why I married money. No, she's just a nurse and gets paid quite a pretty penny compared to me. So I tell people I married money, but it's not that much of a difference, but she definitely makes more than me. And there's no way I would be living at this place. And I'm a little cheap, I should say. I should preface, I am very cheap. At least people, so I've been told. So I have been told I am cheap. So I believe that I am cheap. I listen to what other people say about me, and that is what I thrive off of. I solely thrive off of what others say and think of me. I'm sure that's a healthy way to live, but that's how we're living right now. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, the screen. And so closer I got, and I'm like, no, that thing is definitely loose and blowing in the wind. It definitely is ripped. And once I got up here, I went to the window. Well, I went up here and said, did you hear me first? I asked if you heard me screaming for Oakley, and she said no. I said, huh, okay, did you see the screen? And I went over to it. The screen was essentially just blowing. There was no window, nothing to stop anything from going out the window. And so she said, no, Oakley just wouldn't stop barking, so I put her in her kennel because she was just throwing a fit. Because Oakley wasn't anywhere to be seen. I didn't even think about looking for her, really. I just was more focused on the window. And so I guess something was out there that she really, really wanted to get. And honestly, she could have fallen out that window. I'm surprised she didn't fall out that window. Honestly, it was something else. Do we want the... I think we do grab the special relic. Yeah, it puts us at 58, which is fine. Technically, I guess it is better to get the special relic and then the apple a day. Does depend on what order you grab it in, I suppose. Which is interesting. Take that into your games if you didn't already know that. It's better to grab the special relic before the apple a day. But yeah, so now that window is not allowed to be opened because Oakley could easily fly out of it, which, oh my lord, I could already see her right now screaming after something out there. Someone's walking their corgi or whatever they walk around, whatever they're walking with, I don't know. And then they see a German Shepherd, a 75-pound German Shepherd falling out of a 3rd-story window. Oh my lord. Oh, stresses me out just thinking about it. See, Oakley, you're causing me stress, even though you're laying there being a good girl. Yeah, causing me stress. I think I'd rather increase my max health. Granted, we don't have many fights left ahead of us, but increasing max health would be fine. I suppose. We'll grab another refresh. We don't need the money necessarily. We've got 236 and only one shop to go. Please go left. Dang it. You'll still do fine. Please go right. Please go right. Please go. No. It's fine. Still takes it out. Please go left. Go left. Go left. Dang it. We have been, well, as I was saying that, I was going to say, we have been very lucky with where these crits have been going. Oh, that was a nice throw. Well, still have a lot of damage left to go. Nice hit. 752 is not enough. Did they nerf you? No? You're still 50. Huh. Feels like it's not doing much damage. Well, now our Basalt Toad's doing nothing. Thank you, Basalt Toad. I think Peglin Narrow's Pendant's going to be a little bit better than the Mental Mantle, because we want to increase our damage with these gold hits, because that increases our echo effect. We'll just keep hitting refreshes and crits so that we can maximize how much damage we're doing. 700 damage is not bad to carry over. 720 or 727, not shabby. Oh, at least we don't have the chunky Peglin, because then we would really be set up for failure. Not necessarily failure. Could be fine, but there's a lot of red bombs. No, we'd probably lose with how many red bombs we trigger. Probably would lose. But we can actually use our Basalt Toad now. Boom! 62 max HP. With these red bombs, low max HP. Yeah, it probably would have ended our careers having the chunky Peglin. Believe it or not, I think we want you, we want you, we want you, we want you. And then we're good. I don't think we need to X me anything, but we'll grab it. Ooh, and we're grabbing enhanced gunpowder. For sure, grabbing enhanced gunpowder. Oh. Not much damage. Not thrilled with the lack of damage you're producing here, but that's because we can't hit a crit yet. Ooh, we hit one there. Nice. That's like 1200 damage carryover. 1300 damage carryover. Hit a crit and we're fine. You did not hit a crit. Still 1000 damage carryover. Now we're down to 500 damage carryover. I am timing these horridly. Almost 2000 damage carryover. Oakley, leave it, please. Please be a good girl. They don't care about you, and you shouldn't care about. Dang it. That was a bad throw, and I'm blaming solely on Miss Oakley. Oh, I can't hit it. Boom. Beautiful, beautiful. Second crit hit of the fight. Oh, wait over. Boom. Oh, no. Hit it, please. Oh. All these options for crits, and we're just not hitting them. Oh, yes. Still not impressed with the damage, and like, well, we lost? Did we lose? We actually lost. Well, that's unfortunate. But thank you all for tuning in. I look forward to talking with you later. So bye-bye.